Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Lokenplays, and I bring you today good news about Alpha 317.2. We've got it confirmed from CIG that they are currently on track for a live release of this hotly anticipated update tomorrow, as early as. As a result of that, let's get a quick breakdown of this latest piece of news. First up, on the Spectrum post posted this afternoon, dynamic events was talked about. With the alpha release of 317.2, you can expect both the Siege of Orison and Jumptown events to be active on a rotating schedule for the 2 weeks following the patch release. Rather than specific times, the events will run the entirety of the day they're scheduled to accommodate all time zones, and the full schedule will be available alongside the patch release. Additionally, the post also talked about the new player cap. With the release of Alpha 317.2, we plan to double the capacity of servers to 100 players per server, allowing for more pilots to participate in the large-scale dynamic events, community events, PvP encounters, and more. We know this change will come as a welcome surprise to many, and we'd be remiss if we didn't call out the incredible efforts happening from behind the scenes to make this possible by our engineering and publishing teams, and I absolutely agree with this statement. This is a massive update, a huge player cap, the first one we've had since, well, Star Citizen began its development, and as a result, it's an extremely exciting time to get in and play the game. It's important to remember that an increase in players does introduce the potential for more stability and performance issues, but rest assured that we'll be monitoring closely, making tweaks and injecting fixes on the back-end basis of our observations. Separately, we can also utilize dynamic fluctuating server caps that will prioritize performance and stability. That means that some servers will have a cap of less than 100, while others will have more. We plan to initiate this moving forward with the goal of increasing the player cap per server as much as we can, whilst being mindful of the play experience. Overall, this is a massive, big, huge deal, something we did not expect from 317.2. The increase in server capacity is an amazing step forward and brings us one tantalizing step closer to Pyro being realized. Next up, of course, is the patch wipe and the hotly anticipated changes that are going to come as a result of that. We announced a wipe for live release of Alpha 317.2 back in June, of which this channel, of course, covered. And we want to remind folks as such, we anticipate wipes to be irregular, the last one being way back in Alpha 3.8.2 and Alpha 3.15, and as many of you already expect, will likely wipe again alongside the release of Alpha 3.18. So this is simply due to the back end will have a major rework as long-awaited systems such as persistence come online. Lastly, the database wipe Stpiend was also put into this particular post. While we don't like initiating a database wipe, especially when it means elements of your hard work is reset, it is a necessary step from time to time whilst we're in alpha. The good news is, however, ladies and gentlemen, that alongside the release of 317.2, we've worked with the design team to distribute a generous quantity of UEC based on the number of hours you played during Alpha 317.1. Once the patch goes live, you'll find those credits have already been delivered straight to your Mobiglass wallet. So ultimately, I think that's a fair compromise and actually something I was not honestly expecting. And I think this is a nice way to soften the blow of having several database wipes as we get closer to 4.0. Needless to say though, thank you very much indeed for watching this video. If you found it useful and you want to see more, I post these up as often as I possibly can, as well as all the content to do with Star Citizen and gaming in general on this channel. So give it a subscription, go and take a look at the comments down below and put in your opinion on 317.2. Are you looking forward to it, or has your excitement for the patch now being diminished due to the fact you know there's going to be yet another database wipe in 3.18? Also, catch us live on Twitch 4 days a week, 9 PM BST, 4 PM EST for Star Citizen gameplay and tons of other games that take our fancy. And last but not least, take a look at the TikTok for the shorts that we make on other video games and just generally all things shenanigans. If nothing else though, thank you so much for your attention, and I will see you out there in the verse.